So on our previous project, this is what we did so far. So we're just going to generate our icons inside our project here. So these icons will be given to you from the assets tab, so you don't have to worry, generating here and there, but you can, really practice along. That is perfectly fine. So I'm just going to say resources. So we have these buttons right here. We have this Christmas promotion guy, and we have these options. This is minimize, and then the close guy. You just have to put them here. So I'm just going to go in for my VPN software, just like that. Then I go in for the color first. So I'm just going to use something like something like gray color. That's perfect. So we say close, just like this. And also don't forget to choose 2, because we want to work with pixelation, so everything will look rich. So from here, I'm just gonna redirect myself to the resources. Then sorry, I bring this here. So I'm just gonna drag and drop this guy here into my resources directory, and I have this close button. So what I'm gonna do here is just go in for a button. Just type in button, and under the Guna section you will see a lot of button here. We have the Guna radio button, Guna circle button. We have Guna image button right here. So just click on the Guna image button. This guy is what we're gonna use, but we can't just use it directly in here. So we have to go to the home design, then drag and drop the Guna home button somewhere here. That is the Guna image button 1, and it has some sort of properties right here. So just take your time, you go through the properties, and you will see image right here. So just click on this image, and we're just gonna import it from our resources. Inside our resources folder, click on it and just click on open, click on OK. So there you go, we have our image button here. But there are a lot of settings you can play along with. We have text transform, a whole bunch of settings right here, and they are all really amazing. You can just check them out. So I'm just gonna squeeze this down a little, and I'll just put it way up here, just like that. Okay, and I'll just have to copy this and paste it several times. So yep, just paste another one, just like that. So I have 3 of them now, and when you take a look at this, you can see these are them, and a Santa Claus guy here, but I don't need a Santa Claus for now because I'm not interested in a Santa Claus thing. So let's go in for minimize, and then the menu options. All right, so we go into our resources folder, then we just search for minimize like this. Then you just drag and drop this subtract guy here. Yeah, then I go in for menu. You see, have a lot of menu options, so just drag and drop the menu here. That looks awesome. So let's go back to our project. Now we can go ahead and then choose the images corresponding to the assets we are putting out there. So this is minimize, and you can see it is minus. There you go. So I'm just going to use this. Perfect. So we are done now, and let's see what we have here. Nothing really here, but you can see there is a map at the back of it, something like a globe map or something like that. So what I'm going to do from here is just make sure I get the color of this. So I'm just going to use my JC color picker, hover it on this, then I hold Alt X on my keyboard to keep the color in touch. So whilst I have the color, I come here, Then I select the color here. I would like to search for the hex of it. So I'm just going to go here, say HTML, or just say hex. Then let's just copy this, come here, paste it right in there, just hit enter on your keyboard. Oh, it's not valid. So you just have to use I think is the HTML guy, right? So let's just copy this and let's just add a hash sign. Let's just paste this in there, and there you go. Sorry. So this is the color we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say globe. See? So there are a lot of globes you can decide to choose. So in my case, I would love to choose this globe guy. So I'm just going to go here. Then I drag and drop this globe here. Well, let me just show you what I'm doing here because I want you to see it very clearly. So this is what I have here. Very, very beautiful and catchy. So I come here, then I add a new image like a picture box. You know, Guna also has a picture box, so I'm just going to go in for the Guna picture box just like this. Then with the image, I'm just going to use zoom. Then I choose the image, import it. Just want to import it. There you go. You see, so I'm just going to expand it, make it very big, you know, and I just want to set the back color to transparent. And I really think adding a picture box is gonna do that. I think if not, we will create our own transparent picture box. I just want to make sure it really works fine. Okay, so it's not really working, so we just have to create our own transparent picture box. So let's do that. So let's do this, right? Let's just do this. So let's create under the controls here, not controls really, but classes. Let's create a new class. Let's call this transpic. Let's make it something like transpic, you know, just to demonstrate, or just to represent a transparent picture or something like that. So all we're going to do from here is we're just going to say let's use some inherit. So we're just going to say inherits picture box because that is what we're going to use. Then we say protected override. Yes, then we create a sub, and on paint, so just going to use the on paint background. Then this is going to be, this is actually not going to be this, but we're just going to say e as system dot windows dot forms dot paint event args. So yeah, now we just have to set it up to the e because that is what we are declaring using as the system windows paint here. Now let's use some if statements right here. Sorry. So just going to say if parent is not nothing, then dim index as integer, which is equal to parent dot controls, oh come on, parent controls dot get child index, and this child index is going to be me, right? Okay, so we're just going to say for I as integer equals to parent dot controls dot count, and that is that is going to be the count is going to be -1. Let's use -1 to index +1, yeah, and we add a step of -1. Perfect. Now what we're going to say from here is let's dim c as control, and that is equal to parent dot controls, and it's going to be from the I we declared up there. Right, so we're just going to use if statement. So we're just going to say if c dot bounds, right, dot, then we say intersect with, and with a width is going to be from the bounds like this, and this bounds just gonna say, and also c dot visible equals true. Then we're just gonna say dim b mp, yeah, as new bitmap, because we're just gonna use bitmap. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, and this bitmap is gonna refer to the c dot width, c dot height, and e dot graphics, since we're gonna load some graphics in there. So after that, we're just gonna say, okay, c dot draw to draw to bitmap, and this is gonna be from the bmp we declared, and c dot client rectangle, just like this. Okay, then we say e dot graphics dot transparent, sorry, dot translate from. So just going to translate from, and this translate from is going to be the c dot left, and c dot left minus left, and c dot top minus top, just like this. Okay, then you're just going to say e dot graphics, just going to say e dot graphics dot draw image. So it's just going to be draw image unrestricted, and this unrestriction is going to be emp, and then the point dot empty, just like this. Perfect. Now we're just going to say e dot graphics dot translate from, just like this, and we're just going to specify the left again. So we're just going to say now the left is equal to c dot left, something like, you know, reciprocation, and top equals to minus c dot top, just like this. Now we're just going to set the bmp to a dispose, because we have to dispose it, right? So meaning we are done for this, but let's check this out and see. E dot graphics dot draw image u scaled, yeah, let's just code it again. E dot graphics dot draw image unscaled, just this one, and is actually going to be bmp and point dot empty, just like this. Perfect. So we are done with our transparent image. You just have to save this, and don't forget to build your project just to get this working. Just make sure you don't have any errors or whatsoever. Then let's see. So we have our control transpic here. Let's go back to the home. Now we can search for transpic. So just say transpic. There we go. So we drag and drop it here, and we have our transparent image. Now we can scale this, and you see it is transparent. So we just have to choose the image again, just like that. Let's choose the image to be zoomed, and let's make it very big, since I want it to be very big, just like this. Then I just position it somewhere here. Yep. Yeah. Just want it to be something, you know, unique and, you know, really special. Okay, so let's send this to back. Perfect. just like this. Excellent. Now what we're gonna do is, you can see we have these guys and they are really interesting. So let me just keep this in the center of this. I think I can do this to be the center, just like this. But yeah, okay. So yeah, we have this guy, so we can actually work on this not connected, the text, and we add all these stuffs. And yeah, so first thing first, let's just add this bottom panel. So I'm just gonna search for panel, just very quick, just gonna search for Guna panel, just like this. And I'll just check the color of the panel, and that is actually going to be, I think, this color, of course, or this color. Let me just keep it again. So that is this color. Just gonna choose the RGB, just gonna copy this guy and come here. Let's just paste this guy here. Perfect. Let's just extend it like that, and let's just pull it down, and let's add an ellipse to this. So I'm just gonna copy this and paste it one more time. And remember, this is Guna panel 1, so I'm just gonna set the ellipse to the Guna panel 1, like that. So I have the circle around it. Let me check how the radius actually, it's quite perfect. So there you go, have something like this. That looks perfect. So let's see. Yeah, so we just have to add this guy that is actually going to be a gauge. Yeah, so we have Guna gauge, Guna radial gauge here. Just drag and drop it here, and let's try to, okay, simply just rearrange this according to how you want it to be. And you can see there is a lot of settings we have to do to this, since when we decrease this we have to make some adjustment to this. So let's really go here. Come on, just have to put this here. Yep. Oh, come on. So let's bring this down here. So there is a width size of this. This is arrow thickness. Set it to 2. It's gonna be very small. And we have I think we have where is this thing? I think we have the size of this guy. That is the thickness. It should be somewhere here. So where can we find this thing? Yeah, this is it. Progress thickness. So let's set it up to 10. Yeah, or maybe 8 is good, because we're just gonna take it down something like this. Then we just bring it here, just make it very small. So what I'm gonna do from here is actually set this to 5, or maybe 3 is kind of cool. Let's set it up to 3. That's cool. And you take your time, then you do this. So I will be taking my time to do this. When you get opportunity, just pause the video, then you take your time, then you do this. You can really go in through the fonts, set the font size to maybe 5 or something like that. It's just gonna do all those adjustments and all that. So you just have to make sure you know how to work with this, if only you want to add similar thing like this, and that will really work perfectly fine for you. Yeah, so that is how you will manage to do this. Basically I will be working on this. Let's see, let's set the percentage to false and see. Yeah, so I don't need that, but I just need this guy. I just want to maintain it this way. You can decide to choose any of them your heart desires. Really works fine, depends on what you want to do. Yeah, so let's see what we have here again. So we have 2 labels, and 1 button. So I'm just going to set a button first. So I'm just going to add a Guna button right here. Just 1 Guna button, just position it right here. Then I just do it this way. And also this Guna button can really has a lot of properties, and you can really play along with them. It really has some cool features like, border thickness, border color, border style, border radius. So you can really set the border radius to 10. Just gonna curve it just like that. And with a color, you can see it is light blue, something like green color, or you can go to the color here, then you choose any color you want to choose, but I think I prefer to use this. Let's see the text on it. Get unlimited data. So I'm gonna say get unlimited data. So I'm just gonna say get unlimited data, just like this. Then I add two labels. So I'm just gonna add a label just like this, just a normal label, nothing serious. Then from this label, what does it really say? So it says 0 MB used. So I'm just going to put this somewhere here so I can really focus on it. So I'm just going to say, let's set this color control to, let's set a color to control or something like gray. Yeah, gray is good. Gray. Oh, come on. Okay, light gray is good. So I'm just gonna change the text to 0 MB used today. Then I said maybe the minimum the maximum megabyte allowed, just like this. And that is what you can see they have. So I'm just going to set the text font style to bold. Yeah, or the font style bold, let's make it true. Then let's set this to 10. Okay, then let's just put this here. Excellent, just like that. And I'm just going to copy and paste this one more time, put it right down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this to upgrade now to unlock data usage limit. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the bold to false, just like this. Then I set this font size to 8. I really love this, so I'm just going to set the color to a color which of course I think is going to be quite awesome, just like the color, the same thing, or maybe something like the color. Oh, it shouldn't be this. Let's set this to okay, that is going to be the fall color. So I'm just going to paste the fall color here. That is perfect, and I'm good to go. So with this, I can really set the color, that is the fill color, can really set it to the base color. So I'm just going to go here and see my colors. Then for the base color, just going to copy this, then go to my home design. Then I click on this. Let's go to the fill color. Perfect. Then I think I'm good to go. Excellent. Okay, so I believe we are nearly up and running, and we've almost spent 23 minutes only on this. So I'm just going to rebuild the project again, just like that, and we will end here on the part 2 of this video. We're just going to complete this we're just going to complete the home UI design, and we will make it look super. So I'm just going to delete this one more time, and I'll just say CTL home, just drag and drop it, and let's just dock this to fail, just like that. Save this, start it up, and see the amazing job you have done. Right, so this is really amazing and I really love it. I have really done this, and I guys, I really love this, right? So meaning all these buttons are really working fine, and I really love it, right? I really love it. Yeah. All right. So on our next video, you're just going to see how we can work with a home button, the click button to connect, and also, the dialog here, which will indicate your IP and all that stuff. We're just going to do that. And also, we will do all the ratings and we see the way forward. Until then, have a nice day. And Ikesoft Original Ike Tech is out. Thank you.